Whether you're buying your first domain name or you're a regular domain investor, you need the right tools for the job. That's why you need domain tools. They can help you research the history of a domain, including who owned it and what used to be on the site. They can notify you when a domain is expiring, and they can even alert you when competitors are buying domains. DomainTools.com needs to be in your toolbox like it is in mine. Sign up for your free account on DomainTools.com today. If you're a domain name investor, don't you have unique legal needs that require technical know-how and industry experience? That's why you need David Westlow of Wiley Rein. If you watched his interview on my show, you know he can clearly explain issues and help you with buy-sell agreements, website content issues, UDRP actions, or even website terms and conditions. David Westlow is the lawyer you call for internet legal issues. See for yourself at newmediaip.com. Managing multiple domain name marketplace and auction site accounts is a pain. We all know it. Inevitably, you forget to sign into one, you lose a great domain. Now imagine using a single, simple-to-use, comprehensive control panel to manage all of your accounts. That's Protrata. With just a few clicks, you can analyze, set filters, automate your bidding, and sell your domains across all major marketplaces, including Namejet, GoDaddy, and Snapdames. You can build out websites using their customized Google-friendly templates. They also just launched a fresh new look and provide some great resources like a personal assistant named Alfred and video tutorials with tips and tricks. I've been beta testing their iPhone app, and it is slick. Get your free 14-day trial now at Protrata.com. Here's your program. Hey everyone, my name is Michael Seiger and I'm the publisher of DomainSherpa.com, the website where you come to learn how to become a successful domain name entrepreneur directly from the experts. How do you take a local geo domain from a park page to a profitable business in less than 3 months? Joining us to share the process and tactics is Jennifer Manz. Jenny is the Director of Digital Marketing at Mannix Marketing, a full-service internet marketing firm specializing in design, development, and search engine optimization, and they're based in New York. What's also unique about Mannix Marketing is that they own and operate local geo websites, including Saratoga.com, Albany.com, LakeGeorge.com, GlensFalls.com, Adirondack.net, and CliftonPark.com. Jenny, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
I want to start the show by thanking Sarah Mannix for recommending that I speak to you, Jenny. We had a conversation yesterday. We had a conversation back at Geo Publishers. I think it was back in the fall, put on by Fred Mercaldo. And every time I speak to you, you're always helpful, you're always open, and you're just wonderful to have a conversation with. But let me say this also, Sarah Mannix, you're not off the hook for coming on Domain Sherpa, so we're going to get you on another show.
Yes, definitely make sure she comes on.
All right. Yeah, she gave a presentation at Geo Publishers that was fantastic. I mentioned to you, Jenny, in our pre-interview call yesterday that I received a very useful email from an audience member recently. He said basically the stories, the strategies, the tactics of the people coming on Domain Sherpa, going from millionaire to billionaire are fantastic. They're inspiring. They're entertaining. But this is what he said, I'd like to know more about how people go from hundreds to thousands in revenue, and then thousands to tens of thousands on up. So when we spoke yesterday, you suggested that we talk about one of your newer websites for this show. The website is glensfallsregions.com. Did I get that right, or is it region? Region. glensfallsregion.com. So, Jenny, I made the first mistake right there. It's not getting edited out. glensfallsregion.com. So, as a little background for the audience, where is Glens Falls region located, and what cities make up that region?
Well, we are in upstate New York. We are about 45 minutes from Albany, the capital region in the state. And it's a very small, tight-knit community. We have a population of about 10 to 15,000 in Glens Falls itself. Mm-hmm. But the entire, Warren County is about 60,000. So it is a very small, upstate, rural community in a lot of senses, but we do have very tight communities as well.
All right, great. So that gives us an idea of how big the area is, and you know, it's not teeny. It's not 2,000 people that that you took a website live for, but in comparison, the population of Seattle, where in the general region that I live in, is 563,000. So if you've got 60,000 in the largest county, there's some relative factors. And so if people are watching this interview and thinking to themselves, maybe I could do something in my local area, this is of interest to me, that gives them some comparison. So, you know, the thing that's cool about the show is, you know, those weight loss commercials on TV or in magazines, and they show the before and the after shot of the person, and they look fantastic. And, you know, I want to do the same for glensfallsregion.com. What did glensfallsregion.com look like, say, 2 years ago or 3 years ago?
It was basically a one-page site. You landed on it, had a little bit of content on it, no photos, no nothing. It just sat there. And got virtually no traffic. That's it.
So it didn't actually provide any information. It was just a landing page.
It was just a landing page with a little bit about Glens Falls, and that's it.
Okay, so a step up from a park page.
Exactly.
All right. And then, so do you know when it was just this landing page, how many unique visitors and page views it received per month?
Oh, too little to even probably mention. Maybe 2,000, maybe 1,000.
Okay. And today, what's the current size of the website in terms of unique visitors and page views?
For unique visitors, we get 20,000 uniques, which is larger than the Glens Falls population as a whole. And it gets about 45,000 visits on average per month. And that was I'm using last month's percentages. Mm-hmm. Typically in our area is one of the slowest months. So even in September, we got about 70,000 visits. So we're really happy with the steady growth of the site.
Great. And then how does that translate into page views? Do you know?
Yeah, it was about 155,000 page views a month.
Great. And people will actually, while they're watching the show, probably bring up another tab, go to glensfallsregion.com, and then take a look at it as they're listening to us talk. How many businesses are listed on the glensfallsregion.com website?
We currently have over 1,000 businesses on the site.
Wow.
Probably about 100.
All right. And do every single one of those businesses pay to be on the website?
Well, we have some pay, and we did, when we first kicked off the site, we made the decision that we wanted to work with a local Chamber of Commerce to unite in helping to market the region and helping to provide a member benefit for the region. And in turn, we were able to get a lot of the members onto our site to fill the site out and provide a very useful resource for the community.
All right. And that is one of the really cool tactics that we're going to dig into more in the interview. And, you know, we talked about this a little bit yesterday. I've got to ask the question because my audience is going to wonder, what's the current revenue of the glensfallsregion.com website?
The current revenue, well, without getting into too many specific factors, but we did make up a revenue within the first quarter, as you had said earlier. So we're definitely turning a profit, and we're just continuing to see growth. Just as an aside, from the first year that we launched Glens Falls Region to this year, we doubled our traffic. So in turn, we were able to provide a better resource for our clients and upsell a lot more of the chamber members and our own clients on the site. Fantastic.
So it is a profitable business. It used to be a parked page. 2 years later, it's a profitable business. And this is going to be a very cool show because we're going to go through the tactics that were used to develop a local geo-domain website from basically nothing into what it is today. And you did it in, you know, becoming profitable in about 3 months. So fantastic interview in store. But first, before we get into these detailed questions about the website, I want to ask you a few questions, Jenny. You're currently Director of Digital Media Marketing at Mannix, but you weren't hired in that position. What was your first role at Mannix?
Well, About 3 months after I was hired with Mannix, I started out as a marketing assistant, and I soon moved over into search engine optimization. That was the main core base that really kicked off Mannix Marketing, and we've been a successful SEO company, one of the most cutting-edge companies for SEO. So we really were able to leverage our knowledge in SEO to develop out our online geodomains. So a couple years after I had been working on as an SEO specialist, we really realized the potential and profitability and the tourism that we could drive to the area by developing out our geodomains.
Yeah, I'm always amazed when I run into search engine optimization experts or specialists or whatever you want to call them, and I go to their website and I don't see domains out there. It's like, if you can do this, why do you only consult? Why don't you actually have some websites of your own if it's so easy to get them to the top of Google? And, I know you could argue, well, I don't want to be in the advertising business and I don't want to do this and that, but it's almost like a portfolio. If you can't manage your own portfolio, how can you manage other people's portfolios? And so it's very cool to see all of these geo domains that, these local websites that you own and run, and you're actually practicing what you preach as well.
Exactly, and we're able to use a lot of times we use them as testing grounds to see what's working and what's not working, and then we can take that information that we learned from our own sites and apply them to our to our client sites. And
Great.
vice versa. We learn a lot when we're working on a client site, and the SEO team comes back to us and says, "You guys really need to do this."
Yeah.
And so we're really able to cross promote our our knowledge base.
Great. And so, have you had other positions at Mannix as well? You started as a marketing assistant. How did you go from marketing assistant up to director of digital marketing?
That's an interesting question. I wasn't in the marketing assistant position very long. I think they just saw potential in me to do good analysis on websites and produce content and show results for our clients. And back in 2008, I believe, or 2007, when Sarah really wanted to develop out the portals, we didn't have a geodomain team before that. And so it was a natural transition to get someone in the role that has been with the company, that knew our geodomains and understand where we wanted to go with them and really make a difference there.
Got it.
Ever since then, we just kind of developed out that team, and now we have 9 people that are devoted to our geodomains.
Wow. And do you have, I mentioned digital marketing or internet marketing as your main role. Do you have people within Mannix Marketing that do non-digital marketing, that only handle print or newspapers? Is that somebody else's responsibility?
No, we are strictly online.
Okay.
The digital factor comes into our new mobile sites and mobile apps and all those other mobile marketing services. We do some print work, but we're really focused, and our core constituency is in internet marketing.
Cool.
So.
All right. Now I'm going to ask you about mobile also, because in the pre-interview we talked to how you just launched a mobile website for glensfallsregion.com. So now let's get to the question that everyone wants to know. How many domain names do you personally own?
Me as a person, or does the company own?
You as a person. I want to know Jenny Manz's portfolio.
Oh,
how many domains? How many are parked?
Well, this is embarrassing. I have one. I have one. I am totally devoted to Mannix Marketing.
All right. What's your one domain name?
Oh, gosh. Do I have to say?
You don't. I thought maybe, if it's something personal, we don't need to go into it. I thought it might have been JennyManz.com or Jenny'sCool.com or something like that.
No, it's oh gosh, it's embarrassing.